Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I am off to work. Starting to snow a little bit. We're supposed to get like 3 to 6 inches, but roads look pretty good. Nothing really to brag about by showing. The roads aren't even really snow covered, which is fine. I think my mic's working. Okay. All right. So day 2. I just want to check something on the channel before I get rolling here because I got a couple comments I wanted to read, and then we'll talk about some stuff before we go to work. So let's see here. Hope everyone's having a good day.
Documenting my morning here in Michigan, going.
Played in Bluetooth in my car. I just want to look at that comment again. So I got a nice comment from, I think it's Richest Brown 3. Hope I said that right. He just had a question towards the end. He said, as far as the topic goes, what would you say motivated you to start a YouTube channel? And how can people who regularly watch your videos encourage you? That's a great question. I appreciate that. Let me get on the road here, and we're off. All right. So I would say first thing, what has kind of motivated me to start a YouTube channel? I haven't really gotten super serious about it in the past couple of years. I think I've had a YouTube channel for like 4 years, but my posting has been so sporadic, and it would just come down to me prioritizing other things above YouTube, which, I mean, sometimes that just comes down to family stuff, sleep, work, and it's really hard to find the time to post all these things on different channels. You know, if you're posting stuff on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and Threads, and you're doing it all yourself, it's just a lot of work, you know, to make those videos and then to edit them. Sorry about the windshield wipers. There's so much ice. You know, just to do all that posting and editing and across all those channels, it can just be pretty daunting unless you're literally paying somebody to do it. So YouTube, I don't know, it's harder to grow on YouTube, so it's always kind of just like an afterthought. But lately it's kind of shifted. You know, I've wanted more of a community. Man, highway is pretty backed up. Starting to snow. Sorry, I'm being random here. Okay, but I kind of want more of a community, and I always thought, you know, having a YouTube channel would be a great spot for that, to have just like a tight niche community. So I wanted to start posting more on YouTube in the past year, which I have, and you know, I've been blessed to have just over like 2,000 followers on here now. And I think most of those followers are probably from my previous channels, either on, you know, Facebook or Instagram or maybe even TikTok. You know, a couple people following me over, which is awesome. And just super happy that it's turned out that way. So, you know, I'm starting to develop an audience on here. And this has mostly just been posting with like, you know, YouTube shorts. I haven't really made that many longer format videos, and kind of just something I wanted to do a little bit more. So the next thing I'd have to ask myself is, when am I going to find the time to post these videos? And I have, like I said in my other one, I have a 2-month-old and a 4-year-old, a wife, work, and all of those things require a lot of attention, a lot of care. And I don't want to put those things to the side because those are, you know, those are important. So the only time I have to actually post is when I'm going to work or when I'm coming home from work. It's just hard to document everything, and fitting in time in between things, because the only time I do have time to myself is once everybody goes to bed. And even once everyone goes to bed, it's not even guaranteed that everyone's going to stay in bed, because our 2-month-old will get up every once in a while, or our 4-year-old might just get up randomly in the morning. So it's just there's a lot going on. So like in my truck going to work, this is like the one time I have in the day where it's just me, and I actually have time to post a video. So I figured this would just be a kind of a cool way just to get to know you guys, and also just give me an opportunity to just kind of post some things on YouTube about Michigan, or whatever you guys want to kind of write in the comments section. So yeah, I think his second question was how can we encourage you to continue posting? I would just say keep dropping comments, asking questions, and I'd be more than happy to post a video every day and answer one question at a time. So it's just kind of a cool way to, you wake up in the morning, you go through some comments, you see one that interests you, and then you just hit record and you can just start talking away. So I guess the last thing I'll say about that too is, if you're interested in making a YouTube channel and you're in a situation like me where you don't have a lot of time to post, every single day and make up a skit and edit the videos and post over all the platforms. If you have a job where you have to commute and you got some time to hit record, just hit record and start talking. And that's kind of an easy way to at least get some content out there and get some people to see you and notice you and hopefully engage with your content. So yeah. Anyways, man, roads are not too bad this morning. Little snow covered, but we were like in a winter weather advisory where we're supposed to get 3 to 6 inches, and looks like it's like just starting to snow, so we might get this in the afternoon. I was wondering if we were going to get a snow day today at school, but the snow just came a little too late. So we are off to work today. Would have been nice to have a snow day. I always love just staying home with my daughter or my daughters and just hanging out all day. It's fun. But, man, I guess the one thing I wanted to talk about this morning was the Detroit Lions and the Washington football team. I almost said Washington Redskins. Just some things I'm thinking about with that team and them playing this Saturday. I think everyone's first thought when we found out that we had to play Washington was Jayden Daniels is obviously a mobile quarterback, and the Detroit Lions historically have never done very well against mobile quarterbacks. So I think that worries fans a little bit. It worries me a little bit, but I still think, as mobile as he is, as smart as he is, as good as he is, my gut feeling tells me that he alone cannot beat our team. I can't see Jayden Daniels taking over a game completely on his shoulders and just demolishing our defense. I don't think he has that type of upside. Now, he's got weapons around him like Ertz and McLaurin, and they're great players, but I just don't think they can. I don't think they can put enough plays together to overcome my next point, which is our offense. So at this point, the only thing that can beat Detroit is themselves. Their offense is one of the best offenses with the remaining teams that we have. It's the most explosive. It's the toughest in terms of the run game. Like, Detroit will just run the ball, and they're good with that. Like, they'll just run the ball game, and that sets up the play action. And, you know, we don't have to throw it to all of our receivers, and you know, we don't have to get Amon-Ra the ball a certain amount of times. He's not like a greedy player. Same thing with Jameson Williams and Sam Laporta. I mean, all those guys are just so unselfish, but they're just there when we need them. And we can just beat you with the run game, and we can beat you with the pass game. And I'm just thinking back to when we played the Vikings. It was close for a while because, my gosh, it was like a combination of just the Lions not executing the way they should, and the Minnesota defense just completely taking advantage of us not executing. So I just don't think it was Minnesota's defense that was like stopping us per se. I think it was a little combination of both. Our offense is just too good. So I'm pretty confident we can beat Washington, and then I think with those two teams, someone will have to remind me who we have to play. It'll either be like Philly, or who's Philly playing? Gosh darn it, I forget. But I don't think it matters. So I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, I'm debating if I should stop at the gas station and get a coffee. It's 7-Eleven. I got coffee at school. I think I'll just roll into school and get coffee there. Not running late, but if I stop at the gas station, I might roll up a little late, so I don't want to do that. The snow's starting to come down here. So, yeah, like I said, if you know, with this channel, this whole YouTube channel, it's not going to be entirely me just driving to work every single morning and having these conversations, even though I'm still going to do it just about every morning. You know, there's a lot of other content that I have on here too, but this is just a nice way for me to just have those, like, it almost kind of just feels like a one-on-one conversation that I can have with anybody that follows me or anybody that doesn't follow me or that just seeing my channel for the first time. I don't know, I kind of like it. But what I was going to say is in the comments, drop some comments or some topics that you want to talk about for tomorrow morning. And I'd look forward to talking about anything you want to talk about. So, whew, it is getting warm in here. I hate that feeling when you get so much heat in your truck, you like almost can't breathe. Oh, how'd I sleep last night? Not the best. Fell asleep in my daughter's room. What time was that from? She fell asleep around like 9. So I woke up at like 10. And then I watched the rest of the Vikings-Rams game. And the Rams just look really good. I don't think Sam Darnold's going to be the quarterback at Minnesota next year. He choked during that Lions game, and I don't think he ever recovered. He looked the exact same Sam Darnold during the Lions game as he did during the Rams. And they got J.J. McCarthy, sitting on the bench. So maybe they try out him. I think Sam Darnold's a very good backup QB in the NFL. I think he can make a living as a very solid backup QB. I'm good with that. Traffic is slow. Man, lots of traffic. Definitely not stopping at the gas station to get a coffee. I would be super, super late. Man, I am just looking forward to this summer. There's so much ice on my windshield that the windshield wipers are trying to move. It's just like 10 pounds of ice that I forgot to clear off. There we go. And we're off. All right. I think one thing I would like to get into this summer is I want to do a little bit more traveling in Michigan and just making some videos, like review videos. I don't want to necessarily like be the person that like reviews food. Like I don't want to just become like a food creator where I just go around and try out food and rate it. But I think it would be cool to do some traveling and show people certain parts of Michigan, maybe like underrated towns, but then kind of spin some comedy off of it. I don't know. I think there's an opportunity for me to make some more content where I'm traveling a little bit and maybe interviewing people. I don't know, doing some sort of spin off that. I think that'd be kind of fun. If you guys got any towns in Michigan that I should visit or review, let me know in the comments. Oh, lots of snow. Snow is starting to come down now, and the roads are getting a little slick. The one place I'd like to go more is the UP. And then speaking of the UP, one thing I've always wanted to do is go to the top of the bridge. They got that like ladder that goes all the way up there. That'd be so cool to document. So I'm gonna have to look into that too. Yeah, just a little sleepy this morning. I already had one coffee before I left. I just feel like I don't have a ton to talk about this morning, but I think I'm just like sleepy. I don't know. Sometimes when I drive, if you're like me, I'm that type of driver that will drive for like 15 minutes and then you realize you've just been driving in silence for 15 minutes. There's been no music. Sometimes I do that and kind of catch myself like, oh, I gotta listen to something. But at the same time, I don't really mind the quiet. I'm a generally quiet person. So sometimes just driving in silence, you just kind of run those thoughts through your head, let your mind race a little. I'm good with that. We're almost here. What time we got? 7:18. I'm like a couple minutes late here, but nothing crazy. Roads are definitely a little worse coming in than I thought they would be, but not terrible. All right. Well, again, if you've made it this far, sorry I didn't have a ton to talk about today. I don't know if I'm just a little sleepy or what, but it's always nice just to kind of talk to somebody on the way to work. So in the comments, again, just post a comment, ask a question, give us something to talk about for tomorrow. I'll try to get a little bit more sleep so I can keep the conversation going a little bit longer. But you know, this being my second video I posted for this Michigan morning drive, I'm still learning too. You know, it's this whole thing of vlogging and kind of just filming yourself and talking to a camera. It's different. I think it just takes a little bit getting used to, and that's something I'm just kind of getting used to. So I think if I do this longer, and even if I were to get, you know, more comments with people asking questions or wanting to talk about certain things, I think that kind of stuff helps too. But you know, second video in, I'm enjoying this. I was honestly debating, like I was getting into my car and I had my camera and I have like my little thing here that sticks to the windshield, and I'm like, man, do I really want to do this? Like I was playing those thoughts in my head, like, you know, I could just do this tomorrow, or, you know, maybe you could just do this like a couple times a week, or maybe once or twice a week. But I just felt impelled to do it again, back-to-back days, and maybe that will make my decision easier tomorrow if I'm going to do it or not. But right now I'm thinking I kind of want to do it, so yeah. We made it to the parking lot. I made it to work, everybody. Looks like I'm going to have to teach today. I have no idea where a parking spot is. We'll call this a parking spot. Looks good. All right. Well, thanks for riding along this morning. Hope everyone has a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. See you, everybody.